The Time Traveler's Dilemma.
In the heart of a small town, Professor Theodore Grant was known as the eccentric inventor. His workshop, a chaotic blend of brass, wires, and gears, was the birthplace of many strange creations. One foggy morning, he stood before a chalkboard covered in intricate equations, his white hair sticking out in all directions. The culmination of Professor Grant's life's work was a massive, steampunk-style time machine. Its spinning gears and glowing crystals were nothing short of extraordinary. The professor believed he could change history by traveling through time, but the question that haunted him was whether he should. One fateful night, a shimmering portal opened within the time machine's metallic frame. Out stepped a mysterious figure clad in futuristic attire. It was a version of Professor Grant himself, from the future, with a solemn expression and a message of great importance. Future Grant explained the dire consequences of meddling with time, warning that it could unravel the very fabric of reality. Past Grant, torn between ambition and caution, faced an ethical dilemma. With sweat on his brow and uncertainty in his eyes, Past Grant stood before the time machine, his hand trembling inches away from the controls. The weight of his decision hung heavy in the air. Past Grant made his choice and activated the time machine. It erupted in a blinding burst of light, engulfing the inventor as he hurtled through the corridors of time. In his newfound role as a time traveler, Past Grant found himself in a critical moment in history. Dressed in period-appropriate clothing, he attempted to change the course of events, but the consequences were unforeseeable. As Past Grant's actions rippled through time, the world around him transformed. Small changes in the past led to dramatic shifts in the present, creating a complex web of altered events, the butterfly effect in full force. With history spiraling out of control, Past Grant rushed back to the time machine, realizing the gravity of his actions. He desperately needed to undo the changes he had made. Past and future Grant stood face to face once more. Each had a decision to make. One sought to revert the past, while the other grappled with the consequences of his earlier actions. In a final, poignant moment, the time machine's portal closed, sealing the timeline. The echoes of their choices reverberated through history, leaving the world forever changed. As time settled into its new course, Past Grant encountered a mind-bending paradox, needing a version of himself from a time before he had embarked on this journey. With the wisdom gained from his journey, Past Grant, now aged and contemplative, understood that some mysteries of time were not meant to be unraveled. He resolved to leave history to its own devices and to embrace the present moment. The story of Professor Theodore Grant, the time traveler, served as a cautionary tale of the choices we make and the consequences they may hold, reminding us that some enigmas of time should remain unsolved.